We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the defending NFC champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, taking on the New York Jets. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
First play, and Hurts looking to throw it. Flushed out right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. We're talking about this Jets defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to the head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
And it goes a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Faced for their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out. Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
63.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Throwing is Hurts. A.J. Brown, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jordan Davis, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Good plays today. Get that first down, fellas.
Here's Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Conklin's first season in New York saw him match his production from Minnesota almost to the number. And the Jets, they will happily continue to take those numbers as he delivers again with a first down.
And just shedding him off there. He's still on his feet. Dalvin Cook. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And a stretch out only about a yard up to the 32. When you talk about this Jets defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to it. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 68 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. Throwing is Rodgers. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To throw, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
At the 9-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Swift. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts to his running back Swift on the slant. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. These two teams all tied after one. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hurts. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The Jets in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Rodgers with a pass caught by Conklin. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And with that last field goal, that puts him now at 300 made on his career, and that is something to celebrate.
And that puts him in the top 30 all time. So he's really made a mark, and he's got plenty of life left in that leg, that's for sure.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quincy Williams worked his way back for that sack. And he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. And these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hardman to return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Jets will take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield. Strikeman down to the 47-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Got him in. It's Brown. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 2nd down and 3. They'll drop to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it, and they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone, but they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And they were ringing him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in, touchdown, New York. Mecole Hardman, 72 yards. And the Jets are going to take the lead. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And Goedert going to have an Eagles first down as the tackle. The 30-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
They're going to look to throw. This is Smith to the ground. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Swift. We'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime, Minks, had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Toby.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much. Down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. The way in, touchdown, New York. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Hurts. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On first down, Rodgers finds Lazard quickly on the slant. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
2nd and 5. To throw, it's Rodgers. And Lazard's got it again. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. But a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers going to shift him around. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Goes right back to Smith again. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Devontae Smith. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. 76 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Open man here is Conklin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Cook up the gut. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 3rd down.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
That's good for a Jets. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. In there to drop him for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throwing is Rodgers. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 170 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that will not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Zerline's kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. He's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. Cook going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a first throw could dim your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He's only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is taken at the 18. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Flush to his right. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Second and 10. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. This offense so far on third down, lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. And he is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Rodgers to throw. It's complete to Cook. Still staying on his feet. Are you serious? Still going. Touchdown Jets. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. And it's blocked. And the Eagles have got it, but he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. Before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, there's really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spend a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And that's complete to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts still remain. Keep that in mind. They prefer to use him on the defensive end. But here's 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
The clock stopped. 50 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Jets, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.